It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday morning, September 6th. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather looking dry for the rest of this week, but at least the early mornings a little cooler. Check it out. This morning, upper high parked right on top of us. That thing is going nowhere. The sinking air motion will likely keep showers from developing. No rain for the rest of this week and maybe into the weekend as well. Got that cool trough in the northwestern states that's being shunted well to the north. Hey, that's big news. Look at Birmingham. They've hit 69. Believe it or not, the first time since July 1st, we have been under 70. Fort Payne feeling good. They've got 63. Lower dew points are helping these mornings to feel better, but again, afternoons will be pretty hot. We'll be up in the low and mid 90s in coming days. Around the nation, nice and cold up in the northwest, 30s and 40s. Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, but you can see that tongue of warmer air a little west of here, but the east is looking pretty good with those lower dew points. Flash flood watches for parts of New Mexico and Arizona with a tropical system coming in from the south. And also up north, parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. And out west, I'm seeing some frost and freeze advisories. The counties out there in blue. And again, that's a sign of the times. Severe weather possibilities today in advance of a surface boundary from the Central Plains up to the Great Lakes. Tomorrow, a marginal risk for places like Milwaukee and Des Moines, Chicago. And on day 3, no organized severe weather expected. And notice no green here. That means the air very dry. We see no significant chance of rain through Friday. In fact, there's the rain for the next 5 days. Nothing for most of the state. Big numbers well to the north. And again, back in the southwest United States, you can see that moisture feed coming in from Newton, which is a hurricane making landfall early this morning down in Baja, California. In the Pacific, or the Atlantic, I should say, things are fairly quiet. We've got Hermine that's still meandering about off the upper Atlantic coast and that little wave in the Caribbean. And odds are this thing will not get its act together. Sheer, dry air, more than likely comes into Central America or the Yucatan without development. Off in the Central Atlantic, a little wave could try and get its act together late this week or over the weekend. Just something to watch for now. Hermine doing the loop-de-loop off of the Jersey Shore, south of Long Island. Still producing rough surf, rip currents. Still see some tropical storm warnings from Long Island up to Cape Cod. That thing will finally get out of here over the weekend. And that's the Pacific system we talked about. This is Hurricane Newton, right there at the tip of Baja, California. That thing will be weakening rapidly as it comes up to the north. The moisture feeds up into Arizona and New Mexico. So again, some folks in there in the southwest United States could see some big rain from this thing. Let's take a look with the models here. This is the 06Z GFS, valid today at 1 o'clock. Big old 594 circle. Here, cold trough in the northwest. But the ridge gives us sinking air motion, and we will not mention rain today. Low 90s are likely. The NAM and the GFS are at 92, but at least the dew points are down around 60 today. That'll make the heat feel a little more comfortable. And that's going to be the story for the rest of the week. This is tomorrow. Both models are at 93. This is Thursday, low to mid 90s. And Friday. I promise we're showing you different maps. They just look the same. Mostly sunny, and the high Friday will be in the low 90s, and no rain issues for high school football games. Saturday, really, things aren't changing that much. We do note a cold front from that low over the Great Lakes down through St. Louis and Lubbock, Texas. Maybe some showers for Memphis, but for us, no. We'll leave it rain-free, partly sunny with a high at or just over 90. Be a pretty toasty day for the in-state college football games. And Sunday, the front kind of drifts down in here, but there's not much moisture, and we're not going to mention anything but just a small chance of a shower. And more than likely, the front hangs up and dissipates. And this is Monday, and you can see it still looks pretty dry. We could use a good rain here, but obviously in this pattern, not going to happen anytime soon. This is a week from today, Tuesday the 13th, troughing well to the north. Another front tries to approach, and again, we might mention a small chance of a shower, but no big deal. This is the end of the forecast period. Thursday of next week, the 15th, and we've still got a flat ridge. You want to see a big old trough busting through that thing, but this is not showing anything but just isolated showers. Highs low to mid 90s this week. Not so sure we do 95. I'd say would be in the 91 to 94 range most days. And then late next week, evidence of highs coming back down in the 80s. But again, if you're looking for that first refreshingly cool air mass of the fall season, that typically comes about 3 weeks from now. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.